Hebrew Israelite coming week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of America into society. I want to start off giving all praise and glory and honor to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders and GMS brothers that sincerely doing this work. And the few sisters that are listening and learning and being obedient to their husbands. This is the brother Mothers out with Union, aka Mataz. And I'm coming back with another quick video. And this is a spiritual motivation. I ain't did none of those in a long time since my old page. I don't know. I was doing so many spiritual motivations on a regular. I think I made it all the way up almost close to the 200 videos on that. But, you know, I just want to try to kick back in these spiritual motivations because we need these spiritual motivations for the times that are about to come, you know, because the MOTB is at hand. We see World War III. Especially with that dude being assassinated. What's his name? Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna play it on this radio real quick. Fair use. Hopefully, say no copyright, no none of that. This fair use under the was it 1976? So fair use.
Today, right-wing activist Charlie Kirk is shot dead at a rally in Utah.
Charlie Kirk. You know, he was shot dead, man, in a rally, man. So we seeing a lot of things that's about to stir up and happen. You know, and it's about to get real out here. This is why we have to stay prayed up. Like the scripture says, man, pray without ceasing. You know, that's, what's that, 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1? I think it's 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1, man. Pray without ceasing. So you should be praying and you should be focusing up on the things that's about to come, man. Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy time, the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure. So we should be fearing Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, getting on our business, because we ain't got a lot of time. This is not the time to really be playing around, man. You know, like it says in that Luke, was that 6? And I think the last word, I think it's in 6. When it says, no man putting his hand to the plow and looking back is not fit for the kingdom of the Most High Power God. So once you put your hand to the plow, you got to keep plowing in this truth. Ain't no looking back, ain't no giving up, ain't no, you know, going backwards. We got to move forward in this truth. And that's the only thing we can do is move forward and continue moving forward, you know, because we don't have a lot of time, man. You know, a lot of things is happening. You know, a lot of people you may know might start passing away. Hey, one of my favorite cousins just passed away, you know. So, one of my first cousins, I had to bury him, man. You know, hey, it is what it is. Things happen. But this is the times we living in. It's a lot of death. You know, a lot of Israelites are dying right now because it says that judgment should begin at the house of the Most High Power God. So a lot of judgment is happening. You know, and a lot of things is just getting more amped up, you know. And this is why we must stay focused on the prize, knowing that our salvation is here, dear, to believe. So we must stay spiritually motivated, ready for these things. If you ain't spiritually motivated, ready in the mind, and understanding that times are getting short, things are getting closer, and you not focusing on those things, you out of your mind, because this is the things you should be focusing on. These are the things you should be holding on to, and understand that, hey man, time is running out. You know, it's running out. Simple as that. You know, this ain't a lot. We don't have a lot of time, you know. So you need to be keeping your mind together, getting your mind right, staying on point with these things. Hey man, we got to continue marching in this thing, being spiritual motivated, ready for anything that come against us. Because one thing, man, that what's that scripture? It says that your adversary, the devil, come as a roaring lion, seeking who he may devour. You know, so we got to be ready for these things that's about to come, man. You know, there's a lot of things happening, you know, and you want to keep your eyes single and keep your eyes to the prize and not let these things go. You want to hold on to these things, because not holding on to this truth and not staying focused to what's important can get you in a world of trouble. You know, and that's what's going to happen. A lot of these people are going to get into a world of trouble because they're not focusing on what's to come. You know, and you must focus on these things and understand that these devils is about to come down with great wrath. Revelations 12. It says, rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. And we should be rejoicing that the heavens is us. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil come down unto you with great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So, hey, these people are about to come with that great wrath because they know what it says in Ecclesiasticus 10:8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated for one people to another, and the kingdom is being translated to the Israelites, you know, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Simple as that. So we taking back our kingdom through the power of YAHAWASHI. And how are we doing that? By bringing out these words, saying these things, speaking these things, letting it be known. You know, we not on no carnal level. You know, we not doing anything with carnality. This is all pushed through the scriptures. You know, that's why you must stay focused on the prize, on the things that's more important than anything on this planet. And ain't nothing more important than getting yourself together before time run out. You know, straight up, you must get yourself in order before time run out. That's what's important, man. You know, this ain't the time to be playing around and thinking everything is a game and thinking, YAHAWASHI is not about to jack the place up, because he most surely is. Excuse me. This place is about to go down, and this is all we know and understand that, hey man, it's time to really get on board. You got to get on board with this truth. You know, keep yourself prayed up, be spiritually motivated and ready. You know, you gotta be spiritually motivated and ready. Ain't nothing more important than that. You know, if you're not being spiritually motivated and ready, guess what? You're gonna fold. And a lot of folding is going to happen. Excuse me. Because these people don't have no fear, and they don't see no vision either. You know, number one, they don't fear. You're supposed to fear. You gotta fear YAHAWASHI. Simple as that. If you're not fearing YAHAWASHI, then what? You know, man, you gotta fear, man, and understand that YAHAWASHI is not gonna play no games. So that's why you must stay spiritually motivated and ready for the things that are to come. You know, hold on. I think it's on to be circumspect. I wanted to get that scripture I quoted. Be circumspect. So, let me see. Okay, yeah, Ephesians 5. Then I'm about to close this out. You know, I quoted scriptures, and you know, so Ephesians 5:15. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools. Ephesians 5:15. Seeing then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the times because the days are evil. Because we living in these evil days. That's why you have to be ready, and not play around with YAHAWASHI. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord Yahweh is. And I quoted another scripture. But yeah, man, you got to understand this is the will of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahawashai. And if you ain't focusing on his will, his way, his doings, guess what? You're gonna end up being destroyed. Simple as that. So, hey, you have to be spiritually motivated and ready and understand we are living in evil days. Proverbs 16:4. The Lord Yahweh have made all things for himself. Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. It's simple as that. We are in these evil days. So get yourself on point and stop playing around with Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Simple as that. So with that, I want to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders and GMS and brothers that are sincerely doing this work. And a few sisters are listening and learning and being obedient to their husband. Keep pushing and doing the work. Shalom, Barakatham, and a Bible ball.